Madrassas are institutions that offer Islamic education with a long and rich history whose traditions date back over 1,000 years. Despite being in existence for long, the madrassas have long been overlooked, with secular education taking the center stage. But this changed after years of struggle. In 2013, the Muslim Education Council, in a memorandum to the task force reviewing the education system, said the Kenya primary madrasa curriculum should be recognized as part of education development in the country.
We need to be sure that what is in the curriculum is in the books, and that is exactly what is being taught.
The Muslim Education Council MEC has embarked on a journey of writing books and training teachers who will teach the new Kenya primary madrasa curriculum after it was endorsed by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, KICD.
Sometimes parents had the problem of choosing whether to take their children to schools or madrasa. And then tuition came. When tuition came, schools were actually taking more time. And you found that madrasas were not getting the children to teach because of this problem. Parents were saying that it's better if my child goes to the school other than the madrasa.
After years of deliberation and consultations with relevant authorities in the education sector, the council finally met at the Muslim Academy in Park Road, Nairobi, after the new madrasa curriculum was approved by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development.
We formed this council specifically to address Muslim educational issues that befall us as a community in Kenya. And Alhamdulillah, we are making steady progress. The government recognizes Muslim Education Council as the body representing educational matters concerning Muslims.
The task force was given the responsibility to develop the curriculum. This responsibility came from a forum of all the stakeholders who met in 2013 to discuss the impact of the Basic Education Act 2013. And it was realized that a common curriculum was the priority to be done before anything else, because the Basic Education Act recognized schools, madrasas and duksis as schools. And because of that recognition, it was very, very important that madrasas and duksis comply to the standards of the Ministry of Education as far as the improvement of the madrasas and duksis is concerned. You all realize that the condition of madrasas and duksis is not up to the standard of schools. So to bring them up to that standard, we started with the curriculum.
The Muslim Education Council Chairman Muhammad Zafar Niaz noted that the curriculum will take effect as soon as possible after the formation of a committee that will oversee the publishing of books and training of teachers.
We have resolved that we shall be writing our own books here in Kenya for the curriculum, based exactly on that curriculum. We shall embark on teacher training, madrasa teacher training. Hopefully they will be employable by Teacher Service Commission. Yeah, way forward is that we shall now embark on writing the books. Hopefully will be printed for distribution through Muslim Education Council. We will get the books approved from the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development for implementation, and we will also be embarking on teacher training programs for the same curriculum soon, inshallah, and we'll make the announcements again on this forum.
Speaking during a joint meeting with the Muslim organizations, scholars and educationists at the Muslim Academy Park Road, Nairobi, the Muslim Education Council said the plans are underway on how they are going to implement the new curriculum.
This curriculum, which we started about 6 years ago, has now been approved virtually by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, and that means that the government has now approved it. We are very, very proud that after a lot of very hard work, a lot of requirement of expertise, traveling all over the country to get the Muslims to accept the curriculum, conferences, meetings with experts and different sects of Muslims, it has been approved, alhamdulillah.
The curriculum is purely based on Islamic faith, but as we go along, the idea is that all madrasas should be able to teach and must be teaching English, mathematics, physics and Kiswahili as compulsory subjects together with this madrasa curriculum.
Questions with regards to the integrated schools in the country were put on the table, with the council saying no learning institution will be affected by the new curriculum.
This curriculum, the way it is, we understand that it's for the madrasas, the ones that don't do this, I'll call it the formal or the secular education. What about the integrated schools like Muslim Academy and Nairobi Muslim Academy? Which curriculum are they supposed to use? Because as I understand, the scope will be a bit large for them.
Now, on the schools that are already implementing integrated education, Islamic education, we are appealing to them to take this curriculum and implement it as part of their syllabus, integrated Islamic syllabus, so that a child will not have to be repeating subjects outside the school time.
The task force also pointed out that plans are underway to get the Kenya Secondary Madrasa curriculum approved.
The language of the curriculum is actually Arabic. It's going to be taught in Arabic right from the beginning. And teachers should not fear. Because teachers, when we were going around the country, teachers were asking us, what madrasa teachers, what is going to happen to us? We said we are going to do retraining of everybody so that everybody fits in. So the current language of the curriculum is actually Arabic. But English is going to be taught, Kiswahili is going to be taught, because those are compulsory subjects as far as the national curriculum is concerned. And in addition to that, there will be mathematics and science, of course. So that all combined, you'll find that a student who goes through this system has got everything, has got all the subjects. That is why I said there will be equivalence with the national curriculum, with the national certification which is there at the moment. And since we are targeting the Kenya National Examinations Council to be assessing this curriculum, there will be that natural equivalence which will be there.
Jamia Mosque Nairobi Secretary General Abdul Bari Hamid called upon MEC to ensure the writers and publishers of the books maintain originality. This is even after several madrasa institutions are expected to be selected for the pilot project.
To control that. Yes. And then you also come into e-books nowadays. It's being encouraged worldwide. Eventually this printing book is going to fade out. Of course, our technology is not that good at the moment, but it's catching up. See? And the moment it goes on online, you will not be able to stop me to print.
This implementation will take place in existing madrasas and duksis throughout the country. No new setups will come. Maybe it will be a process of amalgamation and all that, but those are policies that still need to be formed. Those who were involved particularly in the writing of the syllabus, in the curriculum, I think we'll have a meeting with them so that we start writing our books chapter by chapter, year by year, wherever, and we move forward in that direction as soon as possible. That's a very important exercise which inshallah will commence.
The official unveiling of Kenya Primary Madrasa curriculum will be held in February this year at KICC Nairobi.
We want a situation whereby if a student finishes the Islamic primary curriculum, they can join any secondary school in the country, be it Islamic or be it secular. And when they finish the Islamic secondary school, then they can join any university here in the country, be it public or private, Islamic or secular, or they can go abroad.
This is seen as a breakthrough to the Muslim community after many years of struggle trying to work and improve the Kenya primary madrasa curriculum.
This equivalence is very, very important because just now you find that our brothers from universities, Islamic universities, their qualifications are not recognized. They are not accepted to teach in secondary schools, even in primary schools. We have got a large shortage of Arabic and IRE teachers. And the teachers are there. But because they did not go through the system of KCP, KCSE, they are not accepted by TSE. This curriculum is going to sort out that issue completely because any student who finishes a madrasa, whether it is integrated or this curriculum, they are going to be recognized by the TSE. The teachers are going to be employable, and this problem is just going to melt away by itself, inshallah. The challenge ahead will be to now bring standards of infrastructure, the standards of teacher training, the standard of books. But alhamdulillah, the standard of the common curriculum has been accomplished.
The council resolved to work closely with the Teachers Service Commission in training the teachers.
What I understand is that for the government to employ you as a teacher, you need to have a TSC number. We have a number of our teachers who even have masters from the Islamic universities, but they're not registered because they're told you didn't do KCPE, you didn't do KCSE. So you see, they don't penetrate the government. So there we will also have another issue. So I think the first thing, inshallah, we should have a way of going to TSC and change that policy that someone who has gone through this university or the madrasa curriculum should also be registered, because that is where we are heading to. And now they're also threatening that they are going to go to schools. All schools have to employ teachers who have TSC. So what will happen to our madrasa teachers?
They are already aware that MEC is going for this task with the government, and inshallah some good will come out of it. I'm confident. Some good will come out, because we have a lot of brothers and sisters who are highly qualified, but then they cannot be employed because of this one little problem. And we are taking, we are to the task on that, inshallah. Hopefully we'll give you good news soon.
The council has called upon Muslim organizations to come forward and work together to ensure they achieve the implementation of the curriculum in the shortest time possible.
We are pleading to all the madaris out there in the country, all the madrasa teachers in secondary schools, heads of organizations, to send to us any suggestions in the form of documentation, the curriculum they are using for secondary education, the Thanawi curricula that they are using, which we shall acknowledge in case we need to consult. If they do that as quickly as possible, so that we don't want anyone in future to say, oh, we were not consulted, oh, we did not know, oh, this process was not inclusive. We want the secondary process to be as inclusive as possible right from the beginning, and that is why we are appealing to all of you. If you've got any interest as a stakeholder in education of secondary school, as for the Islamic education, send your suggestions to us, send your documentation to us. Any criticism, any documentation that you have, it will be of great help.
And we are appealing through this channel for support from other Muslim organizations to come forward in this very difficult task. It's a big challenge for us, but inshallah, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will achieve it. So we are appealing that all Muslim organizations and all Muslims should come together to achieve this implementation program.
The process of developing the madrasa curriculum was started by the Muslim Education Council. a body recognized by the 2013 Basic Education Act to represent Muslims on matters of education, to kickstart the process of developing a unified madrasa curriculum for both primary and secondary schools in the country. Salma Salim, Horizon Reports.